All right, we have 2 comics left. Our second to last comedian. Please give it up for Billy Jack, everybody.
Thank you, Ian. I think Ian looks like a Viking. A Viking that's suffering from horrible AIDS. Not HIV, full-blown AIDS. All that raping and pillaging. Gotta wear a condom. My name is Billy Jack. I've never been here before, and as I was sitting over there trying not to get hepatitis C from the bar stools, I was looking around going, this place is a fucking death trap. Where are the fire escapes? And, you know, as I get older, I just get more fucking paranoid because we live in a tremendously dangerous world. And I smoke a tremendous amount of pot, which probably does not help with the paranoia. But I survive. You know, you never know, because anything can happen. Like I said, we live in a dangerous world, so I'm just telling you right now, I am a kind and I am a gentle man. But if the terrorists bust through that fucking door, or one of these fucking guys' vape pipes break in their fucking pocket, and this place starts burning, I will step on your fucking face to get the fuck out of here. If you're old, I will knock you down. If you're in a wheelchair, I'll wheel you like a bowling ball into the terrorist. 7-10 split. My beautiful wife's in the crowd right now. And she is the love of my life, but she knows if the shit hits the fan, I will literally springboard off of her, sending her into the bullets and the fire, so I could tuck and roll to safety. I wrote that shit in my wedding vows.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, there you go, baby. This for you. Because I'll do that because of 2 things. 1, I am a selfish man. And 2, I fucking hate pain. Now, I've lived most of my life, I've been very, very lucky. Other than a horrible, brutal early childhood molestation, I've been pain-free. Knock on wood. I'm just joking, It wasn't really that painful. That was horrible, I apologize. But I fucking hate pain, and recently I had to go through a whole bunch of pain. I had this searing thunderbolt of pain that would come very sporadically to my side. And I'd be like doing the dishes and all of a sudden I'd be like, oh, fuck, and I would have to sit down and, you know, try to wait for the pain to be over. Or I'd be driving my car and I'd be like, oh, fuck, and I'd have to pull the car over. Or I'd be masturbating, I'd be like, oh, just ride it out, ride it out to the end. I apologize for that. I actually don't masturbate like this. I'm actually a backhand masturbator. But if I thought I did that on stage, it'd look like I'm jerking off another dude, and I don't want to confuse you as my audience member. Why do I do backhand masturbating? I don't know. That's the way my mom taught me. There's swishes on me. That's 2 molestation jokes. Beat that, next guy. So, this really came to a crescendo one day I'm at work and I'm in a meeting and all of a sudden, it was a bad one. And after it was done, I had to take a super piss. So I go to the bathroom, I excuse myself from the meeting, and I go to the toilet and start to do my process. And I go and I take out Big Red. Now, I'm not saying Big Red because I'm trying to be braggadocious or anything like that. It really is because I don't do a lot of manscaping and I'm allergic to conditioner. So if you need more of a visual for my penis, think of like Beaker from the Muppets. That's a much better visual for you. So I go piss and I had to go so bad, but I just can't go. There's something blocking up the works. So I'm doing all my tricks. I'm doing like the lean, I'm doing the swerve, and nothing is coming. I have to break out the big guns. I start singing songs about water. And I just, don't go chasing waterfalls. Be stick to, oh shh, and it goes. I'm like, thank you, Left Eye Lopez. Rest in peace, baby. And this piss was so fucking good. It lasted, it was like one of those Austin Powers pisses. It just lasted forever. I just held onto the towel rack and I just went back. I fell asleep twice. Oh, God. It was so goddamn good. And then when I stopped, I looked down. and the entire toilet was red. And I'm thinking, who put Kool-Aid in the fucking toilet? And then I realized it wasn't Kool-Aid, it was blood coming out of my penis. Now, for ladies in the room, blood in the toilet, I'm sure it's not horrible to see. But for a man, seeing blood come out of his penis is like seeing your childhood dog die of a fucking heroin overdose. It is fucking shocking. It is fucking shocking. So, like the boss I am, I didn't panic. I zipped up my fly. I washed my hands, I put some water on my face. I walked out of that bathroom. I went to my coworkers and said, I need to step out for a bit. I went to my car, I got in, I closed the door, and I panicked like a motherfucker. I'm just sitting there going, oh my God, bloody penis! Bloody penis! I'm praying to God, I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel. Just don't take my penis. Just please, God, don't take my penis. So I go to the emergency room, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna get the VIP treatment. I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna be like, bloody penis. And they'd be like, right, go right ahead, sir. Here's our 3 best big-breasted nurses. They'll jerk that blood right out of you. It didn't work like that. I was there forever. Waited and waited and waited. They sent me to X-ray. I waited and waited and waited. I finally get into a room, and this little pencil-neck doctor came up to me, and he looks at my X-rays, and he's like, well, let me see here. And he looks at the X-rays, and he looks at me, he looks at the X-rays, and looks at me, and he goes, I'll be right back. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that ain't good. And he goes to the nurses' station, he gathers all the nurses around, and they're all looking at it. And all of a sudden, they all look at me, and they're like Japanese schoolgirls. They're like, I'm like, that ain't fucking good. So finally, the doctor comes back to me, and he goes, look at that shit. Is all my penis talk turning you on there? Holy mackerel. Look at that. We had an engagement in the crowd tonight. An engagement in the crowd tonight. No engagement. That's right. I don't think you can afford a ring anyways. So anyways, where was I? So the doctor comes on in. He goes, sir, I have some very, very bad news for you. And I'm like, oh God, it's the AIDS. I got the AIDS. He's like, no, sir, you don't have the AIDS. You have the world's largest kidney stone. I'm like, what? And he throws up this X-ray, and here's my kidney, and it's all black. And I'm like, so what do I do? Go home, drink some cranberry juice, and let nature take its course? And he's like, dude, you should be fucking dead. I'm like, that's not what I want to hear, doctor. He goes, we need to get you into surgery stat. And we use the word stat, that's heavy. So, like a whirlwind, they got me over at Maine Medical, they're prepping me for surgery to fix this fucking kidney. I got my mom there, I got my wife there. This doctor comes in, and I said, Doc, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm freaking the fuck out here. He's like, well, what we're gonna do is, first we're gonna insert this stent that's gonna connect your kidney and the bladder. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And he goes, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stick a probe up ya with a little laser on it. And with that laser, we're gonna shoot your kidney. And I'm like, what? And my wife sitting next to me trying to be supportive, she goes, well, honey, you like lasers? I'm like, bitch, I like them in Star Wars. This fucker ain't Han Solo. This ain't what I wanna do. I'm like, oh my God. So I said, doctor, like, what are you gonna, like, how are you gonna do? You're gonna make a little incision and go in? He goes, oh, no, we're gonna go through your ureter. I'm like, ureter? He goes, sir, we're gonna go through your penis. I'm through my fucking penis. Through my penis. At this point, everything kind of gets white and blurry. And I'm pretty sure what happened next is my wife and the doctor talk logistics, and I just sat there going, oh my God, I'm so sorry, penis. I'm so fucking sorry. I swear to God, if we survive this, no more dollar store tissues, no more dollar store lotions, nothing but Jergens, baby, nothing but Jergens for the rest of your life. They didn't need to have anesthesia because I blacked the fuck out at that point. Blacked the fuck out. So I wake up hours later after the surgery, and I'm sitting there, I'm by myself kind of the anesthesia, and I'm in pain. And I have to look at it. So I go like this. I'm like, oh, God. And it looked like Ronda Rousey's face after that bitch kicked her in the head. I'm like, oh my God. My penis just looks up at me and goes, kill me. Kill me. I'm I'm like, oh my God, that's not good. That's not good at all. So the nurse comes in. She goes, congratulations, the surgery was a success. And I'm like, that's good. She goes, are you in pain? I'm like, yeah, I'm in fucking pain. She goes, I have some pain medication for you. So instantly I'm like a baby bird. I'm like, she goes, oh no sir, you can't take the pills orally because you just came out of anesthesia. We're gonna give you this. And she just takes out this thing, it looks like a goddamn grenade. She goes, this is suppository. And I'm like, suppository? She goes, yeah, we're gonna stick it up rectally. And I'm like, rectally? She goes, sir, we're gonna put it in your bum. We're gonna put it in your, I'm like, oh my God, my ass. I'm like, my penis is already torn to shit. I haven't had time to have post-traumatic yet. And now you're gonna stick shit in my ass. Now, I don't wanna offend anybody, but I'm horrified of ass shit. I don't even like wiping my own ass after I take a shit. I just feel uncomfortable about it. She goes, sir, you need to roll over so we can do this. I'm like, oh, God. So I get there, and I'm sitting there, and I'm scared as shit. I'm bent over like this, and instantly every girlfriend I've ever had who I was like, baby, just the tip, just the tip. That's why God gave you it for. And it's all coming back now. It's like fucking karma. I'm like, oh God, this is so bad. And I can feel her coming. I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. I'm like, stop, it hurts. She goes, sir, I'm literally across the room. I would need go-go gadget arms to touch you right now. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm fucking scared. And she gets closer and I hear I said, is that lube? Are you putting the lube on right now? I'm like, oh shit, this shit is getting real fucking fast. And I'm fucking scared, and she starts to do it. She goes, sir, you need to loosen up a little bit. We're not turning coal into diamonds here. We need to put this in your ass. I'm like, oh my God. And she puts that fucking pill in, and all of a sudden, I could taste the fucking rainbow. Here comes the sun, da-da-da-da. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's alright. That's what my brain felt like. My body looked like this. The nurse goes, what did you say, sir? I said, further. She goes, I'm sorry, sir, I can't hear you. I said, push the pill further. So started the greatest summer romance of my life with a beautiful little girl called OxyContin. But that's a story for another day. My name is Billy Jack. It's been a fucking hoot. Here comes my big AIDS victim Viking. Hey, congratulations over there, guys. You make a beautiful fucking couple.